What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series that you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. And we're still in January, we're in our new year. Hope it's all still fresh and good for you. And I'm hoping to get another chunk done on my mini Warmutt painting challenge, the great mini painting challenge that I've entered. That I know I don't have enough time to to deal with, but we're doing our best. So, yeah, if you're new to this series, it's like I say, you put it on in the background, you do your own thing, we just chill. It's a bit like a hobby live stream hangout, but it's not live. I get to do my hobby, you get to do your hobby. Feels less alone when I'm doing it this way. Feels like I got you guys along with me, even though you're not here right now. It feels like you are, so it's better in my opinion. Anyway, without further ado, grab your glues, brushes, paints, models, whatever else you need. Tea, coffee, whatever. I got coffee, and let's head on over to the bench. Right, I got this Yeti here, which I'm intending to, because I've actually put him on that clear round see-through base. It's very, very stable. I want to do a snow effect on the base, but I don't really want to do it until he's finished painting. So we've got him to work on. He's part of the painting challenge. Abaddon, of course. Haven't touched him yet, but all he is primed right now. But I have been working on his base. Been doing some work on that. Got some cultists as well, and I've got this female elven thief character that is not. I say it. She's not part of the painting challenge. She's kind of just in interim to break it up a bit. Got this fire giant. Yeah, he's not a demon, is he? Fire giant, we'll call him. So he needs priming at some point. Yeah, I'm going to prime him. I think I'm going to paint him old school. Yeah, I think I'm going to paint him old school, so I can afford to prime him in a darker colour. So I might be doing that. But I think I'd like to get some work done on Abaddon. See if I do his cloak. I'm thinking he's got an awful lot going on here right now. I think if I do his cloak, that's the main tricky part of this. Getting in there, I'm not be able to get in there without covering paint on other areas. So corn red is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to heavily wash it with, Nile oil, but yeah, I think we can afford to go in with some corn red at this stage. So that means I've just got to find some corn red. Find some corn red. Bluff of the blood god. Corn red. Have I even got any? Got my fist on red, but that's not. I've got word bearers red. No, that's quite dark. That's interesting. Interesting to me, that is. Beginning to wonder if I've got any corn red. Doesn't look like I have. I thought I did have. It's really not looking like it. I got Mecrite red. That's probably the old version of corn red. That's interesting. Vorback red. A couple of those. Yeah, Mephisto. It's not looking like I've got. Not looking like I've got corn red, is it? Scab red. That's another one that's similar to it. It really isn't looking like I've got corn. Oh yes, I have got corn red. Yeah, I still think there's a bit in it. Right. Okay. That little. I'm going to get myself another one of those bad boys. Right. Let's look at these colours. See which one. See, yeah. Corn red looks the same as a Mecrite red, so I might use that. But then this Word Bearers red looks a little wee bit darker again. I think it's down to these two. Look at these conditions of these paints, you see. Oh yeah, they're looking quite good. Mecrite red. Corn red. It looks the same deal to me. So what I'm going to do is just give this a bit of a shake. I need to invest at some point in a paint pot shaker. Just going to have some coffee in a moment. So this session, hoping to get, say about an hour done, but we've probably wasted a quarter of an hour already, haven't we? 7 minutes already. Yapping and jabbering on. Well, anyway, we're on it now. We're on it. I'm just going to move on one of my lights a bit more. It's better. Okay. So I'm just giving this paint pot a bit of a shake. Alright, I'll move my Yeti out of the way for now. So I'm going to be painting Abaddon, his cloak, because that's not. It doesn't require as much precision at the moment. The further I go into the model, the more precision he will need. And that's fine. Right, so I've got a nice blob on there. Just going to put a couple of drops of Larmium Medium in with that, and to top it off, a heavy helping of water. Mix it up in my palette, which is what I'm doing right here, off camera. Just mixing that up. So I'm going to say the colours I'm painting. So Mecrite red is going to be a base colour for Abaddon's cloak. Okay. That's what he's going to have. Just wash my brush off a bit there, my glooping brush, and grab my number 1 TriStar detailer brush. Okay, so I'm going to be holding on to him. Let's just zoom in a bit more. Right. Gosh, I've still got this cough throat thing going on. I've had it for weeks and weeks. It's not fun. This is very likely going to need a few coats, so a couple of coats. At least 2. Oh, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah, well, Mecrite red. I think it's corn red, or it's an old version of corn red. That's what they say they're using on the box art, but I don't believe it. But that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. See, even this, I could have painted this before sticking it on, and I totally get why people would do that. I just not a huge fan of painting in sub-assemblies. I don't like it. I understand that sometimes you've got to and you can't help it. Well, I just not a fan. If you can hear the rain outside, you might be able to hear the rain outside at times. It's raining very hard. I was actually glad when I went up to the car park earlier to feed the stray cat Sandy, and he wasn't there. Thinking, because I thought, well, he's obviously found somewhere dry out the rain, and that's good. There are times when he's not able to do that, I would say, because he's out there getting soaked. I've stood over him with an umbrella before, you know, trying to keep him dry while he eats his food. But I was pleased that, you know, he's obviously found somewhere drier and hopefully warmer than out there, because the weather is awful. The weather is awful. Oh dear. Anyway, how are you guys? How was your new year and all that sort of stuff, I suppose? I should have mentioned that on the last video, but I was quite focused on the task in hand. I'll probably talk about New Year for a few videos. 2024, what is it going to bring? Who knows? Who knows what it's going to bring, right? Who knows? Yeah, so quite exciting. I don't know what it's going to bring work-wise, you know. It's too early to tell yet. I mean, there's been talk of new projects coming up for a long time. This is the time we're going to start them. I think they're still finishing off from last year, but who knows? And it's not for me to worry about that. I just deal with what's put in front of me, which is the way you got to be. This is what I'm talking about here. Right here, I'm just putting my brush in between parts of the model to get this Mecrite red on. There. So it's going to look very messy when this gets done. I can rest him on his front while that bit dries, though. I might not get any more done on him today. That's alright. See why here, so that people paint in sub-assemblies. I like to get the model built, you know what I mean? I like to get the model built. Because there's been times where I've been building models, more scale models and cars and that sort of thing in the past, where I started painting in sub-assemblies and then forgot where it went, or I couldn't work out where the instructions, how they fit next, because there was several points behind the main build, and I'm like, I don't get it now. Because I lose the instructions, you see. Once that happens, I'm screwed. I mean, there are some Reaper models that don't have instructions and they expect you to build it. Though it's only like 10 pieces or whatever, but you think, I still don't know where they go. Right, I'm going to say his cloak has got a nice coat of that on. So that is good. Okay, that's good. So his cloak is there like that. Now come to the base. And I need to work out, because he's an ultramarine, this chappy here. So I think a Calgar blue or Adolf Guard blue to highlight him. Well, look what we got here. Adolf Guard blue. That's probably going to be good. And there's Calgar blue. Right. Get them both out. Yeah, so we need to do a couple of highlight spots on this poor ultramarine that's laying in a heap, quite frankly, here. He's laying in a heap. He certainly is. Adolf Guard blue. Well, let's put a little bit on my palette right here. Water this down. Okay. Use my 3-0 brush now. Okay. Alright, so Adolf Guard blue goes quite well on this. Yeah, I might put some white in his eyes and then do some glow effect, as if his eye lenses are still working on the helmet. I mean, he might be dead, but the helmet might still be operational, right? I don't know if you can see this very well. I'm not showing it very well, but it's looking quite good, I would say. Here. Just doing some of this edging. Yeah, it's coming on alright. That's good. It's applying well anyway. Going on very well. This is good. We like this. So this is Adolf Guard blue. Calgar blue is even lighter again. And that's good. So we've done a little bit of I don't really call that highlight, I call it block highlighting, but yeah, I'll need that to dry for a bit before I work on him again. So that's good. Do I go and get some primer for my fire giant? Do you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna prime him black. Old school, real old school, that. Black primer. So I'm going to pop this over there, because I need to work on the metallics a bit later, and do some more of the blue, not blue, the wood. There's some wood effect there I want to do. Ooh, I need a holder for my fire giant, won't I? Oh, I need a bigger than usual holder. Well, perhaps I can use one of these. There we go. Ugh. Loving my cushion that I got for Christmas. It's a Warhammer one. Very good, very good. Right. Oh, really raining outside. It's really not good. Right, let's pop blue tack on there. Curiously enough, he didn't come with a circular base like my Yeti did, and yet it's both Reaper, right? So a brush that I can use. I might use this W-Lot 3 one, which is good. I've thrown away a lot of brushes lately. I mean, let me ask a question for you guys. Are you the type that likes to keep a hold of a brush because it's like, you know, a favourite, and you just keep hold of it for ages and ages and ages until it's like way past its best? Or are you the type to just, as soon as it starts getting knackered, right, that's it, get rid of it? You know, I've been the former in the past. I've been guilty of that. I'm just trying to get rid of some of this dried paint around the lid here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Don't mind that. That's just the lid of my bin. I knocked it off. It's fallen against one of my signs. It's alright. Nothing broken. Right, so I am pouring some of this. They have black. I mean, I should really think about airbrushing again. I just haven't had the time to clean my airbrush. Let's move Abaddon out of the way there. Let's get some more paper towel. Like so. Let's move that over there. Right. So let's put some black on him. So we're gonna prime him black. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's good. Yeah, so do you get rid of your brushes as soon as they start getting like, because what I have found is I end up with gajillions of brushes, and I only in that circumstance where I only kind of use one or two, like one detail brush, one medium brush, one large brush. Got loads of brushes, but you only use like 3 of them. And what's the point of that, really? In my mind, none. I did wash this model off thoroughly, and I used a toothbrush to kind of sort of clean him up a bit. And a lot of people say you don't need to prime Reaper models, but you know, I think you do in a lot of cases. The pre-primed ones, fair enough. My Yeti came pre-primed, so was really, really cool, you know. So I didn't prime him. So this dude, the only thing I find with black primer is, or black of any colour, is in a well, say a poorly lit or substandard lit area, you can easily miss areas of the model when you're painting with black, because there's a lot of shadow in that, you know, and I don't enjoy that. There we are. So I managed to glue the blade. It's not a sword exactly, it's like a tool more than anything. This sort of cutting thing here, like a scythe, like a hand scythe almost. Hedge trimmer or something. Yeah, I don't know. He's a fire giant, so I don't know. He's got like a pail on his back there. I mean, what is that for? A pail of water? Or pail of gunpowder? Pail? Yeah. Whatever you want it to be, I guess. Yeah. Oh, we had a good New Year's thing in the new year. We had a good night out. I don't think I've spoken about it. We went out, started off in the Clarence, had a couple of drinks there, and ended up in the vault, where we stayed until the new year, and it was awesome. Everybody just so nice and happy and having a good time. It's incredible. I feel really proud to be part of that community. It's really nice, you know. Yeah, so I'm going to need a bit more primer than I got out. Use this a lot. Why is that, I wonder? Question I'm asking myself is, why is it not coming up very well? Because I think it's clogged up, sir. Right. Ooh. Right. Not doing very well here. Clean up my mess. Clean up my mess. Right. Try again. Right. You any better now, mate? I'll tell you what has been odd this last Christmas was not having my best friend, my four-legged pal, with me to enjoy it, and it's not going to stay on that holder. I'm going to use the base. And in years gone by, him and his sister loved Christmas. They used to tear open presents. Their favourite part was unwrapping presents, whether it was theirs, yours, they didn't care. Just give them a cardboard box and unwrap it. Put like a dog biscuit in it or something. They go nuts, you know, they loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was great to see and watch. Of course, when they got older, they calmed down and they weren't quite as excited and excitable. But, oh man, I just, I had him for a couple of years after Millie went. You get used to them, don't you? They're being there. You get used to them being there. Yeah, it hurts when, in the pain of losing a pet. And everybody says to me, they say the same thing, most people, they say, oh, when you get another dog, I can't, I just can't. I'm not over my last one. It's not to say I won't in the future, but, I can't think about that right now. Have some coffee, I think. The priming of this model is taking a while. We're 33 minutes in, but hey, this model does need priming. Oh. Right, please. I was going to say, yeah, let the paint flow easier now. And it is, thankfully. I may have to do his chain thing separate. Yeah, so when we did go out on New Year's Eve, we only went out with the intention of just to have maybe one drink just to say we've been out. We weren't intending to stay out and see the new year in by any means, but that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened, and it was incredible. Lots of people now are getting to know us, and that's good. That's good, yeah. And I like the fact that people say, "Oh, hello, how are you doing? You all right? Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good New Year?" And they ask about you. They how are they? They genuinely seem like they want to know how are you. And it's a nice feeling, you do feel like you're part of a community where people care. I know there's probably people out there well, there'll be two types of people watching and listening, thinking there'll be some that think, I don't know what the hell you're on about, and some that get it. If you live in a city, you ain't gonna get it. Because people are just not like that in the cities. They don't care. I'm generalising. Yes, I am generalising. But for the most part, statistically, I think you'll find that they don't care. There's always exceptions, of course. But yeah. I can hear my wife. She's downstairs on the phone to her brother. She calls him like once a week, or he calls her. They catch up. He lives in Plymouth. He wants to move up here, with us. He wants to retire up here in Seaton. I think he will. It's anything like that is easier said than done. But I really think he will. If he puts his mind to it. When you want something bad enough, like we wanted to get here, it happens. You know, you make it happen, and it does. It will unfold for you, and that's good. It's good that the universe helped me get here, helped us get here. There's bound to be places I've missed on this, and that is absolutely fine. I don't mind. You know, it's kind of go into it with them thinking, well, yeah, I'm bound to have missed places. You know, it's just bound to happen. That's part of the course, especially with black, right? You know. Look at that, like. So what I'll do with him is I'll do as much as I can. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Like. You think, is that the light, or is that where I've missed somewhere? I think I'm at the stage where I just need to let him dry and see. Okay. Move him to one side. I can't do his base until the rest of him's dry anyways. We'll wash that one off though. What time have we got on this on the bench? 39 minutes, or is it 40 minutes now? 40 minutes in, and we haven't done an awful lot, it's true, but we have done some stuff, and we've got some colour on our baden, so that's good. I'm just going to look at some box art here now. We want some. Yeah, let's have gold on that, don't we? It's brown. Wood, like a wooden brown. Dryad bark, that one. That will be useful, I think, on the burning torch thing we've got here going on. Ooh. Rain is really hammering down outside. I am so glad I'm in here. Bit of that. Way too much. Right, now I've got a nice, easy gaming store just down the road. I need to start making lists of colours and then just go in and order them all at once. So I haven't got to get them in. I had a terrible habit in Plymouth for just ordering all my supplies offline. But when I'm this close, when you're this close to a gaming store, you need to go and do it in person, I think. Right. Yes, this burning torch thing. I think that's got it. I do think so. It's got fire, flames coming out of it, so that'll be you know, an interesting one to do. That's good. Yeah. There's a couple of rocks around here too, so I need to do them in black. Lordy. Abaddon Black. Here we go. Abaddon Black. Okay, open that up. Don't need much of it, so I'll just take one little blob. One little blob, and there we go. Work tomorrow. Boo. I'm waiting for Mr. Millions to come around and tell me, or Mrs. Millions, and tell me I don't need to work anymore. That's what I'm waiting for. Aren't we all? But I am waiting for it. I am preparing for it. As soon as I'm able to not work, I'm giving up work. That is my goal. And living life, because people don't live life. When you get to your deathbed, you think, I wish I'd lived life a little more. You know, taking a bit more time out to smell the roses. I know my dad would have thought that on his deathbed. Sorry about all this death talk, but it's yeah, you know, people get to the end of their lives and I think they regret not living. Well, in some cases, anyway. Yeah, if I do all the rocks in black. Do the rocks in black. Then I can highlight them with very tiny highlighting, not highlight, I can dry brush them with very tiny dry brushing techniques. Which is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Hey. Looking like I'm getting them all. This is good. Could do the hose black as well, couldn't I there? The black hose. Don't know. A little difficult to tell some of them. I think that's a skull, meant to be a skull there. Yeah. I don't think there's any more rocks. I don't think so. I'll do this hose. Yeah, look at that, like, huh? There. I think that looks quite good actually, a black hose. Right, a few more rocks here, I think. You can't say I've wasted the Abaddon Black, so I didn't use much of it. I'm running out. Could do with a bit more. But I think we have enough to cover this. Yeah. Ooh. Space Marine, he is leaning on a rock there. Now that is tricky. That is tricky. Very tricky. He's got his hand. It's on this base. He's got his hand or his arm leaning on it. I think he's got to get the brush in at the right angle. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to turn that one. I'm going to turn one of the things I thought was a skill into a rock. Because it could be. It could be. Yeah. So what are you guys working on anyway? Working on? Are you any of you doing the painting challenge? Is that what you're working on now? Are you working on something else? Let me know, dude. Let me know. Right. Okay. I think we're quite good there at the moment. I think we're quite good. All I'm going to do is little piece of, well, I don't know what it is on his arm, metal or whatever, but I'm going to do that black too. Yeah, there we go. Excellent work. Right, so that's that. So good. We're doing good. We are doing good, actually. A little bit more Balthazar gold required, though. So that's going to be interesting. Finish my coffee. What time are we on here? 53 minutes. Oh, no, come on, dude. A couple bits of Balthazar gold. And then we'll call it a day. That's sad because it means, you know, it means time is beating us once more. Just trying to get as much done as we can here, though. No, I've got a airbrush thinner. That's good, so good for metallics. Tiny speck of water too. Yeah, there we are. Alright, so in some lights I see some bullet cases, or bolt cases, that I clearly missed before. And that's okay. And I've got to do this burning brazier thing, or do I? Again, I won't be able to do all this in one hit. I've still got to... I can't do the top part of the holder because I need to do the flames. Oh, that's a shame. That's a great shame. But here we go. In for a penny, and we're doing it. So I'm just still looking for anywhere I may have missed. Bolt casings. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. I've done that with Balthazar gold, and I think that's him and me. Then I'm going to have to call it a day. Sadly, so really come on a long way on this base here. I've got to do the flames. Once that's done, a couple of highlights here and there, and a bit of dry brushing, we are good to go, I think. So I didn't get anything done on the Yeti. Did get the priming done on the Fire Giant. We got, of course, Abaddon's cloak done in a base colour, which will be darkened down with non-oil later on. Nothing done on my cultists. That's a shame. But oh well, hey ho. So let's end it here. So thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode of On the Bench Repeat. It's been a blast. Didn't get as much done as I'd hoped, but I think that's just how it feels. And I've spoken about that in other videos. Sometimes it feels like you're getting more done, and sometimes it doesn't feel like you're getting more done. But ultimately, you are getting stuff done. So I hope you've got stuff done too. Let me know what you're working on, and yeah, hope this rain stops. Remember, brush your teeth. See you on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.